Views and opinions expressed are not necessarily those of the staff or management of the Flavors of Northwest Arkansas podcast.
Well, hello there, and welcome to this week's edition of the Flavors of Northwest Arkansas podcast. I'm John Engelman. Thanks for consuming this podcast however it is that you do. This week, we're at the Honeycomb Kitchen Shop in downtown Rogers, talking with their wine shop director and RYN bartender, Ryan Kalkwarf. We'll be talking about his path to wine, and then we'll be trying some of his current favorites. So get your notepad ready. But before you do, good news. Tomorrow's a big day for the Folden family of Rogers, as they're finally going to open their doors to what they've been working on for the past 3 years, and actually, probably longer than that. Chef Garen Folden and his wife Mia will be having the soft opening for Cura Osteria in downtown Rogers starting tomorrow, April 15th. And the only way to get a table there for now will be to make reservations on their website at curaosteria.com. Now, if you walk in, you might have a chance at a bar seat, just FYI. They'll be having soft openings for the rest of the month, and the menu will be a bit limited early on as they get everything figured out. Cura Osteria is just off of 1st Street, immediately behind Trash Ice Cream. This one's also a long time coming, as the Kilroy Public House is opening for good tomorrow. They've had several soft openings over the past 2 to 3 weeks, and if you've never been, think Irish pub food like shepherd's pie, bangers and mash, and much more, including a stout drink menu. I've been there twice, and I will be back for a third time real soon. They're at 224 South 2nd Street in downtown Rogers, where Levi's used to be. Big Daddy's Burgers in Fayetteville announced that they'll be having their grand opening on May the 1st. They're located at 388 Nelson Hackett Boulevard across from the soon-to-be Dempsey's Bakery. It'll be classic burgers and fries and ice cream and shakes and local beer. I'm told there'll be soft opening starting next Monday. Down the Bayou's a Cajun specialty meats and gift store, and they've been having some pop-ups around the area the past few months, including a crawfish boil at the Macadoodles in Springdale that sold out quickly. They're in Springdale at 5320 West Sunset, Suite 170, right next to the Fred Astaire Dance School. Here's the latest from owner Shane Acosta.
Hey everybody, this is Shane with Down the Bayou. Hey, just wanted to give you a quick update. We are getting closer and closer to our opening day, so wanted to let you know about our grand opening. So we're still stocking our shelves. We've got plenty of work to do, but we're going to work around the clock to make sure we're open on Thursday, April 16th for our soft opening, and then April 18th, come and see us for our big grand opening. We'll have lots of tents in the parking lot to try all your favorite Cajun meals. You can buy tickets when you get here to try each and every meal we have out there. We're going to have crawfish etouffee, jambalaya, pastalaya, gumbo. We're going to have fried meat pies, fried crawfish pies, fried shrimp, fried fish. And then my good friend Scott with Delta Crawfish will have his trailer in the parking lot. We know everyone was disappointed when we ran out of crawfish when we did the Macadoodles event. Well, this time we're bringing 1,500 pounds of crawfish. We're going to make sure we have plenty of crawfish for everyone. We're going to bring 200 pounds of shrimp as well to boil. So come and see us April 18th. Doors open at 9. We're going to be prepping food all morning, and we'll start serving around 11. And we'll just keep serving until it all runs out, and you can see our store, test our food, just shop with us and come pass a good time. Laissez les bon temps rouler.
In Bentonville, Siplab will be opening at 9 a.m. on Saturday. They are at 1501 Southeast Walton, Suite 103, in the old Boba Journey spot. They'll be running a buy one, get one free for the first 10 customers and a 20% off all day after that. They'll also have free tote bags for the first 20 customers and free stickers for the first 50 customers. We're less than a couple of weeks away from the second annual Chef's Night for No Kids Hungry at the Jones Center, put on by Gaskins on Emma and executive chef Sam Walker. There'll be 20 chefs involved here, including the former chef from SpaceX, a current James Beard Award finalist from Cleveland, and plenty from our backyard here. There will be 5 courses with 4 chefs per team. It's going to be an exceptional occasion that helps keep kids fed, especially in the summer when there's no school meals to be had. For tickets, go to the Flavors of Northwest Arkansas Instagram page and click on the bio. There you will see the ticket link. On this week's Flavors Flashback, speaking of Sam Walker and Gaskins on Emma, here's a funny story about how he ended up at Gaskins.
Can I touch upon how we got Sam here? Because I don't want it
That
to
would be
sound
great.
like I went into Theo's. Hey.
It certainly wasn't that. No.
Hi, pardon me. You guys got a guy back there I'd like to steal. Do you have a second? Can I just open the back door? I think I know where it is. Don't mind me. I'll be fine.
Poacher alert. Poacher alert.
I need to drink my wine. Okay. So we went, Theo's has great memories for us. You know, when we lived in Bentonville, we would go to the one in Rogers and so, but we, you know, here, or when we lived in Fayetteville, we'd spend a lot of time in the bar area, but we went to the dining space. And one of my things, I just love seeing kitchens. I love the back of the house. So we got talking and so forth, and our server said, "Oh, our chef likes to come out," or something to that effect, you know. And I'm like, "Well, let's meet him. Let's do this."
There you go.
And so he came out, and you know, he was Sam. He was, you know, really inviting and very nice, and we had a great conversation. And we have two sons that are in the business, and one is in the back of the house. And he had been in a gig for 3 years, and he's on the spectrum, so it's really tough to get him to branch out, but he knew he needed to. So I mentioned it to Sam. I said, just because I liked him, and I'm not going to do this if I don't.
Sure,
right?
of course
So
not.
I said, hey, you know, this is the deal, and, you know, you do whatever you want, but I think I'm going to ask him to come, you know, see if he wants to come down and apply. And so that's, you know, that happened. And then he went down and he applied, and then they were going to do an interview, and when he went back, Sam had left. So that's when I was like, I had my husband, you know, find him. And let's just talk to him. Let's not lose track of him.
Sure.
And so we did. We went and had coffee, and we just chit-chatted, and we told him that we're thinking about this. I mean, this is so early on. We hadn't even signed a deal.
Yeah.
But, you know, you got to keep the connections.
Absolutely.
And so we kept the connections. And and then when he went somewhere else, didn't poach, but I did ask via text.
Oh, boy.
Do you know anyone? You know, because we were getting ready. It was time.
You're asking Sam if you knew anyone.
I did. And he was working somewhere else, but, you know, kind of technically I had him on my mind first. So there you go.
Well, I will tell you that when we were interviewing, Sam was the guy to beat.
Honeycomb Kitchen Shop in RYN's Ryan Kalkwarf has been in the restaurant, food, and beverage scene for a long time around the U.S. He'll talk about becoming a chef and what inspired him to get involved with wine. He'll also talk about wine trends, and we'll talk about the future of wine and how the next generations are approaching it. Also, we'll taste a few trendy wines with Ryan, and he'll give us the lowdown on those. And that's next, right here on the Flavors of Northwest Arkansas Winecast. So a new liquor store is coming to Bentonville. Guess who's not worried? For 11 years, same spot, same commitment, same passion for getting it right. Guess who's been Bentonville's home for the largest selection of fine wine, craft beer, and spirits, and they're not slowing down for anybody. You want variety? They've got it. You want competitive prices? Nobody's touching theirs. But here's what really sets them apart. They take care of you and let you taste before you buy. Complimentary red and white wine samples from open to close right there for you. Spirit tastings too. And when they make a new barrel buy, within reason, they're going to pop a bottle for you so you can try it, because that's how they do things. Grabbing a 12-pack, they'll toss in a free 3-ounce bag of ice, because details matter. Got a big carryout order? They will help you with that. And if it's raining when you walk out, don't even worry about it. They've got umbrellas waiting right up front for you. 11 years in Bentonville, the biggest selection, prices nobody can beat, and a team that genuinely takes care of you every single time. Guess who? They're not new, they're just better.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. Innovating to prepare students for our fast-changing world. They're skilled experts, discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, leading by example. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org.
Welcome back. We are at Honeycomb Kitchen Shop here in downtown Rogers, and we are with Ryan Kalkwarf right here. He is the wine buyer, wine director here at Honeycomb, also at RYN in Bentonville as well. Welcome, man. How are you?
Doing well. How are you, John?
I appreciate you doing this. I've been looking forward to this. These are always fun. This is, by the way, I'm calling this a wine cast, not a podcast.
I like that.
Does that work?
Yeah.
I think I like it too. I think it'll work. So I know we'll be tasting wine in the next segment, and looking forward to that. But before we get into that, I want to know how you got into food and wine, because you've got quite the past in it.
That's correct. So my parents had a restaurant in Midwest
There
Iowa.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah, so I grew up in that business.
Yeah.
Kind of pushed from the parents, but I wanted to pursue it anyway.
Yeah.
So that's the start of it.
So I'm guessing you grew up doing everything.
Yep, washing dishes when I was 8. So.
Yeah. That's good. Get
Yeah.
you in the dish pit. Get you
Absolutely.
grimy, right?
Yeah.
Little pocket cash when you're a kid. Not beer money at that age.
No,
but,
no.
Yeah, not
Candy.
Quite. For sure. Baseball cards, football cards?
No.
That wasn't for me.
Yeah.
I guess that's just me. So you got into it. They pushed you away. What were they trying to push you to, and how'd you end up back in it?
Kind of like pursue college, don't go to culinary school. Instead, go work at whatever restaurants you want to and learn your skill sets there.
Sure.
So that's what I did. I worked in Denver in that market.
Oh, wow.
Denver and Boulder, different cheese stores, different Italian restaurants, French restaurants, and kind of got the start there.
So were you back of house?
Back of house and front of house.
Okay, so you did it all. Talk about being a chef.
Sure. So I've cooked in lots of different venues.
Yeah.
From anywhere from diners, casual dining, to fine dining.
Yeah.
I found like a lot of joy in cooking multiple course dinners, so
Sure.
then I started a private chef business.
Ooh.
And then my wife and I were able to go to people's houses and cook anywhere from 7 to 14 course dinners.
Oof.
With people's allergies in mind, and
Sure.
then do wine pairings and such.
You bet. That's amazing. So putting that together is obviously a lot of planning. And how did you get into the private chef business?
So I was working at a pretty cool wine bar at the time in 2005.
Yeah.
In Denver, and I had different clientele come in, and they said, "Oh, we like your food. You would come to our house and cook for us."
There it is.
And so that's how it started.
I guess, right? Perfect. And I guess that caught fire for a while.
It did, yeah.
Tell me about that. Word
So-
of mouth?
Word of mouth entirely. At first, I wasn't charging like the right amount of money, and people were like, "You definitely need to charge
What a
more
deal!"
money." Yeah. So, and as soon as I started charging more money, that's when I gained more popularity.
Yeah.
Because people's perception of value.
How did you go from there to Northwest Arkansas?
We've lived all over the country.
Yeah.
We've kind of traveled to different places for family and
Sure.
jobs and stuff like that. We were on our way from Texas to Missouri to an organic farm festival.
Interesting.
And found this area, and then we just said, let's apply for jobs and see what happens.
I have to ask, where in Texas?
Amarillo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Canyon Country.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I know Amarillo a little bit. All right. Were working in restaurants there or doing wine? Or
Restaurants,
both?
wine,
Okay.
both.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So what got you into the wine side of things?
It was also at that restaurant in
Okay.
Denver, that wine bar.
Yeah.
That was the initial start of it. I had a lot of good mentors. I was 21 at the time. My mentors were probably 35.
Yeah.
The wine bar that was there had maybe 20 to 30 wines by the glass, all from over the world.
Wow.
So they said, "Do you want to learn about wine? Do you want to learn about cocktails?" I said, "I just want to learn it all." So they just plugged me in, and I got to start tasting wine with them.
What was that process like? Especially because, most people, I say most people, I'm going to just refer to myself here. I didn't get into wine until later, mid to late 30s. So in your 20s, I mean, was that something you were thinking, ooh, I can't wait to get into that?
Yeah, I thought.
Really?
I thought it was very exciting. There's
Yeah.
just so many different nuances and different kinds of
True.
wine. But they were also introducing me to like fine spirits like cognac and Calvados and Armagnac and
Yeah.
a bit different whiskeys that were esteemed at the time. So.
You were far more mature at that age than I was.
guess.
I think I was still trying to put my whole fist in my mouth at that point. Anyway, so in getting in and talking a little bit about wine, I know we're moving into spring right now, and this comes out next week, so it'll be firmly into spring at that point. At least my yard tells me. And so a lot of restaurants are changing their menus. Does that include wine? Do you see that in restaurants as well?
Absolutely. I think reds, for the most part, typically tend to die off or slow down in sales at this time.
Yeah.
You'll see, like, not really here in Arkansas, rosé doesn't seem to be a big deal. It should be.
Yeah.
And then sparkling wines and whites kind of hit the scene.
Yeah. Are you seeing that a lot right now?
Yeah, we're definitely seeing that
Yeah.
a lot. I'm seeing that in different. I kind of examine menus across the whole country when I'm looking at changing menus.
Yeah.
To see what.
Makes all the sense. Why isn't rosé a big deal here, I wonder? And I don't know if you have anything on that. But.
No, like me and the other beverage manager at Conifer, we talk about this often. How we put rosé on the menu and it doesn't sell. And we're just like questioning, like, why is that happening? In other markets, like in Dallas market or in Denver market, you see rosé, sometimes 15 different rosés on a menu.
Yeah.
And so
I wonder what that is. I know what you're saying, and I don't see it a lot. And to be fair, I'm not a huge rosé person, but if I get a good one, I like it. Maybe I've just had some bad ones that make my face contort into an anteater,
Sure.
like eating a sweet tart. Yeah. But there are some good ones out there, and maybe others have had that experience with it as well. Who knows? Not me. So going forward, what are the current wine trends that you see?
I see like a bigger push towards organic wines. You're seeing lots of organic all over the market.
Absolutely.
And minimal intervention. The natural trend has kind of subsided.
Okay.
As far as pet nats.
So what's the difference between natural and organic?
So they're kind of broad terms, but to do organic, you're going to have no pesticides, herbicides, fungicides in the vineyard. You can be certified organic, which is a process and lots of dollars, or you can just follow that process like most of Europe has done for centuries.
Yeah.
Natural is just a term that people throw around, which usually includes like minimal intervention, no sulfur for preserving, and kind of letting indigenous yeasts happen and spontaneous.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. All right.
So you get like a kombucha-esque wine versus...
I've never heard it called that, but that makes sense. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, because, when you ask the average Joe when it comes to that, and I would put myself in that category as far as wine's concerned, and if someone were to ask me, I would just say, I guess it's just two different names for the same thing, but I'm clearly wrong. Do you get that a lot?
Yeah, I think you get that a lot. So.
Yeah, that's great. So I know winemakers have to plan really far ahead because they've got to plant, and from planting to juice, I'm guessing, about 4 years, 5 years? Does that sound right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, thereabouts. And, you have wildly fluctuating economic trends in that time. I'm wondering for those that, have the very fine wines, and I don't know if you know this, and this may not be a fair question, but is that something they just hold on to when it's not a strong economic time in your estimation?
It's different winemakers and they're choosing of what they're going to do. Like, so I met with the national sales rep from La Rioja Alta yesterday.
Oh, nice.
And so Spanish wines from Rioja,
yeah, man.
Very traditional in style. They don't make wine or release wine unless it's a good vintage.
Okay.
And so if they have a bad vintage or if there's something going on, they're just not going to release wine.
Yeah.
Whereas you have other winemakers who are like, we have to release wine, or people have the opinion of if you can't make wine in a bad vintage, then you shouldn't be making wine at all. So I think
it kind of sounds French. Yeah.
So I think it just varies upon the winemaker and the business.
Sure. Interesting. There's a lot that I guess has to be taken in, and it's kind of impossible to plan for. Especially when the storms hit. I mean, we saw that, I can't remember if it was last year or the year before, here, just with fruit. And you had the folks out at Tawny Town that had to bring in grapes for the Grape Festival because their harvests just got absolutely destroyed from the weather. So I'm guessing maybe it's the same thing.
Yeah, I think when something like that happens, you have to
adjust,
yeah,
as it were, adjust on the fly. So I know there was a stretch there in the previous couple of years where, and it still kind of is that way, I think, from what I understand, that the younger generation doesn't drink as much. They're kind of get away from it, but I did see something in Food and Wine, and I'm just going to read some stats here. So sorry, folks watching on camera here, but I'm just going to read straight into it, that Gen Z is finally starting to drink a little wine. And Gen Z is reshaping, this is from Food and Wine, by the way, Gen Z is reshaping wine consumption by favoring moderation, sustainability, as you were talking about a second ago, quality over volume, so they're not big on the boxed wine trail, as you might imagine. Let's see, with their share of wine drinkers rising to 14% in 2025. So they're starting to make a little bit of a dent there as far as that's concerned. While they drink less frequently than older generations, they're drawn to lower ABV options, premiumization, and sessionable products, often treating wine as intentional, experience-driven purchase. Is that something you're seeing?
So I have quite a few coworkers who've talked to me about their friends that are, I think, of that generation.
Sure.
And they're saying that a lot of people are just going low and no alcohol whatsoever. So I'm seeing kind of some of that, but I think what it really comes down to is educating people about food and wine pairings and
absolutely
and choices and how to like enjoy a bottle of wine instead of getting intoxicated off a bottle of wine.
Hammering one down.
Of course.
Yes. Drinking straight from the tap, as they say. Growing market share. Despite early reports of low engagement, Gen Z's share of wine-buying households increased from 9 to 14% in the past 2 years, which is 2023 to 2025. And again, lower ABV. There's a strong preference for lower alcohol, sessionable, ready-to-drink formats like canned wine. Have you done the canned wine? Have you tried that?
I've tried the canned wine.
Yeah. What did it do for you?
Good for the lake.
Yeah.
Good for floating down the river.
Yeah, that's fair.
There's some good brands out there that are making decent juice, I would say.
I haven't tried it. I haven't tried it out of a can. I just haven't. I haven't intentionally said, I'm not going to buy a 6-pack of Pinot Noir. No way. I just haven't done it. Maybe it's just, as a Gen Xer, not conditioned that way, as it were. I'm not against it, for sure. I'm not. Let's see. Occasion-based consumption. Wine is frequently chosen for a specific social vibe-led occasion, rather than a habitual daily drink, which we've seen. Lower ABV. What's like a general line that you've seen from that Gen X generation as far as percentage is concerned?
I haven't seen that so much.
Yeah.
I mean,
gotcha.
The lower ABV that I like to drink is between like 11 and 13.5%.
Gotcha.
I think that's a good realm to shoot.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Let's see there. What other factors are you seeing as far as people buying wine here or drinking wine in a restaurant? The variables.
I think I'm seeing.
Is it about the same?
Yeah, it's about the same.
Okay.
I'm not seeing too many differences. I mean, over at RYN, we have like the wine pairing menu, like a introduction and then like an intermediate pairing.
You bet.
But I'm seeing people gravitate towards both of those offerings.
Yeah.
So that's really exciting. That's good news.
That's great. Here in a second, we will get into the wine. But before we do, what is your favorite that you're drinking right now? A really fair question, I might add.
Sure, it's going to be one we're going to taste as well.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
good.
So it's Domaine Syringa.
Okay.
Sauvignon Blanc from Slovenia.
Okay. Oh, interesting.
It's fantastic.
From Slovenia?
Yeah.
I didn't see that one coming.
Lots of good Austrian and Eastern European wines coming out right now.
Oh, I can't wait to talk about that. All right, we'll talk about that next. We got that, the Mike and Go In Home Pro Tip of the Week, and that's next right here on the Flavors of Northwest Arkansas. Winecast.
Let me show you something.
Connect with us at Flavors of Northwest Arkansas on Facebook and Instagram, or by email at flavorsofnwa@gmail.com.
Okay, it is time for the Mike Engelman Home Pro Tip of the Week, and for that, we'll go to Ryan. Sir, what is your tip?
Sure, so you have a bottle of white that you bought from the store or at home and you don't have it in the fridge, but you want a glass now.
Yeah.
So you're not going to be able to have it now. You want to throw that in the freezer. You can throw that in there for 30 to 45 minutes. Just don't forget it. Maybe set a timer on the microwave.
Right.
Or you can throw the wine in like an ice bath for 30 to 45 minutes. That should chill it down pretty good where you have a glass, and then you can put the rest in the fridge while you're waiting.
Does spinning it help at all? Because I've seen people do that.
I don't think that neither here nor there.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Maybe entertaining.
Good. It is entertaining, sure, why not? Good tip. We'll be right back.
Your story doesn't have to end. As an organ donor, the good in you can live on. In fact, you can save up to 8 lives through organ donation. Sign up to give the gift of life after you're gone. You'll be happy you did. Just maybe, someone else will too. Sign up online today as an organ, eye, and tissue donor at organdonor.gov. It saves lives.
There's some heroes out there that are some living donors out there that have given kidneys to people. And there are some people that I've talked to in the past that have interest in doing that. The best way to do that is to go to kidney.org. That's where you'll find all the information for it. Now, in order to do that, just some information out of the gate to make sure that you're eligible. You must be at least 18 years old. Some centers want you to be 21 years old, but mostly it's 18-year-olds. Possess excellent physical and mental health, have a BMI generally under 35. You must have normal blood pressure, no history of diabetes, kidney disease, cancer, or major infectious diseases like HIV. Go to kidney.org to check that out. And of course, if you are not yet an organ donor, it's organdonor.gov. That's where you go to get signed up to be a donor. You can also do it through your health app on the iPhone, or go to the Department of Finance, and when you're updating your driver's license or getting it renewed, tell them that you want to be an organ donor. Do not take them with you when you go. You can save up to 8 lives per person by being an organ donor. Organdonor.gov is the place to go for that. And if you want to be a live kidney donor, a living kidney donor, go to kidney.org. Thanks so much. And we are back. We are talking wine here with Ryan. Ryan, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so I'm just going to toss it to you, and this is going to be a class.
All right.
From here on out. So, sir, take it away.
All right.
I get to be a student.
We're going to taste some wine.
Excellent.
This first wine I have is a Vino Cava.
Okay.
So Cava is sparkling wine from Spain.
Okay.
Similar to Champagne being from France or Prosecco being from Italy.
Here we go. Here's the pop.
So, yeah, traditionally, people like to pop the champagne cork.
And knock an eye out.
But etiquette-wise, you're trying to, make no sound at all.
Oh, okay.
Like that.
That wasn't bad. That was good. Excellent. Yeah, that looks great.
So this is a wine we're featuring at Honeycomb. For sale, it's $26.
Okay.
Steel.
Excellent. And you've also got it coming up April the 25th in a wine class that you're hosting here, correct?
Correct, yeah. Okay. So we're doing our 10th anniversary for Honeycomb Kitchens.
Yes.
There's going to be a wine class.
Happy 10 years.
As well, from 11 to 1. And we're doing, 4 different wines, 4 different bites to go with those.
Excellent. Very cool. All right, so now tell me about this one.
Sure. So Cava is generally low alcohol. This is 12% alcohol by volume, right? Cava, or sparkling wine in general, is great with fried foods and salty. So fried chicken or even popcorn, something like that.
Ooh, I haven't thought about it with popcorn. So we're a popcorn house. We do Smart Pop.
Okay. Yeah.
Brilliant idea.
Yeah, you could do that together.
Brilliant idea. I haven't put that together. My wife's going to hate me. Yum. Yeah.
So, as I'm tasting the wine, I'm kind of aerating it in my mouth. That's putting all the wine around, and I'm getting kind of different notes of almond, a little bit marzipan, some orchard fruit.
I do taste the fruitiness. Now, I'm nowhere near the taste identifier that you are and the professionals are. But yes. Hold on, let me see if I can find that almond. That's good.
Is it good?
That's really good.
Yeah.
I like that. So, not a huge sparkling wine household. We're usually big on reds, but I do like this. This is good.
What kind of red wines do you like?
Me, selfishly, I always like a good blend. And the reason why is I always feel like I discover something, you know?
Okay.
At least that's what I tell myself. So I also, more often than not, I'm probably doing I'm going through an Italian wine phase right now. Wow. But now that it's cooling off, I'm sure I'll get back to Pinot Noirs and you know, a little bit lighter reds, as it were. So, yeah.
Well, it's a good journey to be on.
That's a great journey. It's a fantastic journey. Are you kidding me? What on earth?
This next wine is Domaine Seringa.
Okay.
Faslini Breg. This is from Slovenia.
Right. You were telling me about this.
Yeah, just really cool white wines coming out of Slovenia, Austria, Germany. I'm seeing kind of a little bit of a trend moving back towards Riesling's emerging.
Okay.
Which is good news. I mean, it's what a lot of the sommeliers, they choose Riesling and Syrah.
Yeah.
Those are some of the favorite grapes, but this is fantastic Sauvignon Blanc. We kind of describe it as everything that you would want in a Sauvignon Blanc. It's kind of hits like Sancerre, kind of hits like New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc with tropical notes.
Yeah.
I think you're going to love it.
That's different, man. Gosh, from Slovenia. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
So, when I think Slovenia, I'm thinking Luka Doncic and basketball. I'm glad that I can now think wine. Love it.
And cool thing about this, too, it's organic and biodynamic. So
biodynamic, tell me.
Biodynamic's a pretty crazy certification where you're growing all your grapes based off the moon cycle.
What?
You might be putting crystals into the ground. You might be putting manure from the cow horn and planting it on the 15th day of the month.
This is the first time in my life that I've ever heard of this.
Okay.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's Rudolf Steiner is the inventor of that.
Okay.
And it's creating biodiversity in the vineyard, so including sheep and honeybees and regenerative soil techniques like this.
Yeah.
So creating more sustainability.
Interesting. Okay, that makes sense. Huh. We're about to take another sip here. I do smell the citrus.
Yeah, citrus and
absolutely.
Maybe a little grassiness.
Ooh, interesting. Grassiness. Ah, interesting. Okay. A little bit of honey. Am I wrong?
Mm-hmm. No, not wrong at all.
Yeah.
Definitely honey. And
That's something.
Good acidity in there. Mm-hmm. So going to go really well with fatty foods or creamy sauces.
Yeah. I don't know that I've ever tasted honey in a Sauv Blanc.
Okay.
That's really something. Interested in that.
And this is like a wine that you could also find. Honeycomb, we're starting to do a wine club where we're going to have a discovery wine club, like kind of an intro level.
Interesting.
And then also a higher end one. So selecting wines for the consumer that maybe they haven't had before.
So, and I think it's great because people that kind of want to get into wines, they go to the store and they just see labels. And it makes it really hard for them to know how to start, where to start, etc. I've always said if wine clubs are able to have that, be able to open that door a little bit, I don't want to say the basics, but a good starting point for folks.
I think so, yeah. Like here's Sauvignon Blanc from California, maybe what you're used to, and let's jump into this one from Slovenia.
Yeah, there you go.
Right?
Exactly, yeah. So I think it's great, and I think it's great to have. And they can just go to the Honeycomb Kitchen website?
Yep, the Honeycomb Kitchen website.
Okay.
Yeah, and find all the information there.
Gotcha. Awesome. They can check it out while they're trying to sign up for classes that always fill up in a matter of 3.5 to 4 minutes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I do.
Well, that's really good. I know people that are just listening are hearing pregnant pauses, and I apologize for that, but I also don't apologize for that because I'm drinking wine. And we're drinking wine, so it is what it is. That's good. Okay. And now it looks like, are we shifting into red?
We're shifting into red, and you're in luck because we're going to have a red blend here.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Although those were really, really good. I need to remember those especially. Okay.
All right.
Closer for you.
So this is Domaine Font-Saint.
Okay.
Corbière Rouge.
Interesting.
It's a mouthful.
Yeah.
This is a juicy red blend from Languedoc-Roussillon, which is this tiny little AOP, or appellation rather, that sits down kind of west of Marseille and right between Spain, right on the coast.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Of the Atlantic. So
awesome.
Usually that area is known for like producing rustic reds, but there's a handful of producers there that are making wine that can compete with some of the finest wines.
Yeah. So what are the grapes in here?
So we got 60% Carignan, 30% Grenache, and then 10% Syrah.
Okay. All right. I do love Syrah, but Petite Syrah makes me want to put my head through a wall.
Understandable. Yeah, usually Petite Syrah is used in California, blending in big, juicy wines that...
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Ooh, that is beefy. I like that. I do like the bigger reds, and I tend to like them even in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's light enough, but still juicy and black and blue fruit.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really good. That's really good. You mentioned the what was the grape that's 60%?
Carignan.
Tell me about Carignan. I'm not too familiar.
Carignan, usually a grape from south of France, maybe sometimes found in Rhone, sometimes found in Languedoc, sometimes or usually blended, but can be by itself.
Yeah.
Not much in this market in Arkansas. Other markets I've seen some 100% Carignan.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah.
And so typically you're going to have this, or if you're in France, you're going to be having cassoulet or a hearty beef or a hearty lamb dish.
For those that don't know, cassoulet is a stew, and it's gorgeous. Sorry.
Oh, no, fine. I really like this with just like a juicy lamb burger on the grill.
Ooh.
So something simple, a little bit different, but $26, this is a steal.
Have you ever done a lamb burger on the grill with, do you ever make smaller ones and do one on an English muffin?
No.
Oh, so good. So good. Yeah.
I'll have to try that.
I did it. I haven't done it recently. I did it, in fact, many years ago when I was trying to impress a date, and it ended up not working, and I haven't made it since. But I'm married now to someone different, and maybe she would like that. Maybe. I don't know. I appreciate this. This is fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. How can folks find you?
Sure. So you can find me here at Honeycomb.
Yeah.
You can find me at RYN.
Okay.
Tending the bar. You can also go to NWA Wine Guy on Instagram.
Oh, nice. Very cool.
Haven't posted anything yet, but I plan to post all about wine.
Giddy up, cowboy. It's about that time. Appreciate you. Also, Honeycomb online, honeycombkitchenshop.com. Do I have that right? Honeycomb Kitchen Shop. Okay, great. Yeah, good place to go. And like I said, get signed up for classes and the wine shop as well. Appreciate you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, John.
Flavors of Northwest Arkansas you can find on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate you. Be sure to tip your servers when you go out. I know it's a time that they're really, really depending on you, and we appreciate it. Have a great week. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.